All right, so on the last thing, we got the head done, the animation. You could do more with it if you want. Now we're just going to go ahead and do the animation here. So we might even want to, I'm not sure, I don't think it's going to matter. Let me just double check. I'm just going to do Control Enter.
Let's see. If I were a rubber chicken, where would I hide out?
Okay. So it looks fine. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like getting double audio or something. All right. So now what we're going to do is just do the posing basically for this armature, and it should be pretty straightforward. I'm just going to back this up. We'll make this considerably smaller because we only really have the one thing here. And yeah, so we want to do our initial pose and then kind of go from there. So we want to be on this tool in order to interact with our joints here. So I'm going to have him kind of be, let's see. This is probably fine, actually. We'll just go with that for a pose. So he's going to say, let's see, right? So you usually want to hit the poses a little bit beforehand. So I'm going to click on here. I'm just going to hit F6 just so that he stays still. And then we're going to do a transition over, we'll say this amount, okay? And then what we'll do is just start animating him. Okay, so we will rotate his body up a little bit this way. I'm going to rotate the whole, okay. And I'm going to move it, oops, not like that. We want to move the whole thing. There we go. Move the whole thing. Where's this one? Come on. Why do you know move the whole thing? Maybe I gotta grab all of it. There we go. And move the whole thing this way a little bit. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna have him go like this. But you can see his feet are moving, so now I just gotta try and like match these up slightly. So we're gonna try and I'm gonna put on onion skinning so I can see the previous right there. I'm just gonna extend it so it's possible to actually see. And I am going to try and get this to be a little bit closer. So we're just going to pull that a little bit. Good. I'm going to hold shift and click and drag so it only moves the one. And I'm going to put this closer. And then we'll just move his foot up slightly. Good. I'm going to click on this and just go a little bit that way. Going to hold shift so it's just the one. Okay. And let's see. Let's turn this off so we can see a little bit. It's a little bit of a wiggle, but it's not too bad. Okay, that looks fine. Apparently, this arm is behind him, which I did not mean to. So I'm going to grab those and do Control up, 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 up to just arrange so that to make sure it's in the front. And it's still not in the front. Okay, grab that. Control up, up, up. Oops. Make sure you hit Control. Control up, 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 up. That actually should be the highest thing. So. All right, I'm getting a little noise. So we're grab this and this, and we're just gonna do it manually. Make sure I grab this, the actual bones, and I moved it a little bit. There we go, this and this, and I'm just gonna do modify, arrange, and we're gonna bring to front. There we go, and that should make it so. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna take his neck, and I'm gonna rotate it a little bit this way. Just a little bit. I'm going to take his head and go a little bit. Oh, I'm going to hold shift while I do it. So that way a little bit up. And then we will take this arm and I'm going to bend it back a little bit. And we'll take this and move this one this way a little bit. And we'll just like this. All right. So I'm just holding shift as I do it. And then I'm going to have his arm, this one, move up quite a bit. Hold shift and do. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do the frame picker. I'm going to swap his hand out. So I'm just going to go frame picker. And I have different hands. So he's going to be like doing a statement like, oh, let's see. So he's going to, so we'll hold it here. We'll say here. I'm just going to do, I'm going to click in here and just do F6 so that all of it. All right. And then to make things a little bit easier, I'm actually just going to copy this one. So I'm going to copy. Where are you? Copy pose. Put it here, and then I'm going to right click. I'm going to go paste pose. Where are you? Paste pose. All right, that looks good. And I'm going to then take, let's go like this. I'm going to grab the whole guy, and I'm just going to move him down a little bit. And maybe like that, okay? I'm going to put on the onion skinning so I can see, so I can try to match his feet up better. All right. And what we're going to do is grab this, and I'm going to move this leg actually forward a little bit. And I'll hold shift and bend this back a little bit. And move this up a little bit. Hold shift, move this back a little bit more, like that. This is actually got to move up a little bit. Move that back a little bit more. And let's see. Where's that got to go? Okay, so it's got to go like there. So if you look, it's not too bad. All right, and we got to kind of do the same thing here. So I'm going to take this one, put this up quite a bit, because basically we're trying to compress his legs. That's what I'm doing here. Good, okay. Give it a second to refresh here. All right, and then where's the foot go? Let's see. Okay, so he moved a little bit too much. Like that, maybe. A little bit more of a wiggle than I wanted. But you know what we could do is just grab all of it. Because he goes up a little, right? So I'm just going to grab all of it. And just go, And then that's probably, oh crap, I was on the wrong frame. What are you doing? Okay, grab all of it. I'm going to go one, That's probably pretty close. Yeah, the one foot's pretty good. Okay. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and I will take, let me see, so his arm had gone. So I'm going to have this arm go out. And we'll also move it. I'm going to go ahead and do joint X and Y translation so I can actually move it a little bit too. Let me see. Grab you. It's not going to move the other ones though. Like that. Okay, I'm going to hold shift now. And then, it's not giving me what I wanted. The bone, please. Thank you. All right, we're going to go like that. There we go. All right. Okay. And then we'll take this, and I'm just going to rotate. Oops. I'm going to make sure I hold shift so it's just the one. And then I did not make a, another joint for, or another hand for that. So, and now it just looks like he's touching his own butt, but that's fine. Then we'll take this one. Crap. Put on the wrong. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Now he's touching his butt. All right. Then we'll take this one, and I'm actually going to move it inwards and take this one like so, and then we'll replace this with a fist. And then I'm going to go over here with his head, and we'll move it. We're going to move his neck a little bit more forward. And I'm going to hold shift so I can do his head. There you go. And I just always like to go back to default pose. I just find that it's handy. So I'm going to go over here, right click, and I'm going to not copy frames. Sorry, copy pose. Okay. And where'd I have? Okay, so I'm going to put it here. I'm going to do F6, and then we're going to go right here. I'm just going to go ahead and paste that pose. Paste pose. And what I'm going to do is rotate this slightly that way. And I will take this arm and bring it up this way. And I'm actually just going to hold shift. So it's just this. There we go. And this. And I'm going to make it look more or less like he's just putting his hands on his hips. Oops. Oh, but you can't go that way. Darn it. Okay. I guess I forgot. I broke the... Maybe we'll just have them like this. And then I'll rotate this a little bit that way. Hold shift and rotate this way. And then let's see. What other hands do I have? I have this one. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it looks like that. And let's just hit enter and see.
If I were a rubber chicken, where would I hide out?
So the mouth looks a little bit off, but I'm assuming it will not be when we actually go to play it. There might just be a delay because it's streaming.
Let's see. If I were a rubber chicken, where would I hide out? Let's see.
Okay.
If I were a
Let's see.
If I were a rubber chicken, where would I hide out?
Okay. Looks fine there. That one's what, 30 frames? This is also 30 frames. Not sure what's going on there, but and yeah, so there you go. And now we have the animation.
If I were a rubber chicken, where would I?
So once you're done with that and you're happy and you know it, what we're gonna do is animate. So I'm gonna save this real quick. Another thing you could do that's kind of fun, I could take this layer, duplicate that layer, not that, put the layer underneath it, then go to, let's see, filters, hit a plus, and then we could do adjust color, make the brightness, I don't know how far back, does it go to 256 or 100? Okay, so it's 100. So minus 100, right? Oh, it doesn't work. Never mind. I'm not going to do that anyway. I was going to try and make it look like a shadow. Okay, so we'll say that that's good. So I just wanted to export this out. So to export it out, what you got to do is go to File, Export. We want to export video media. That's going to, I don't need to, did I have it on? Oh, yeah. See, I don't want PNG. I actually just want to do a H.264. And we'll just go right to the desktop. Okay. And let's see, start Adobe Media Encoder immediately, entire movie. So it means it's going to do the entire scene. But you could, specifically change it, and then we'll hit export. It should automatically open up Adobe Media Encoder, and then inside of there, we should be able to export out the other thing there. So here it is right here. I am going to hit the little minus on this. Yes, I want to get rid of you. Okay, so we have here. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. H.264. Oh, it already did it. Okay, so let's click on it so I can open it, and hopefully it looks okay. We'll see.
Let's see. If I were a rubber chicken, where would I hide out?
All right, so let me double check something real quick here. Oops. Okay. All right, so there you go, and then you can just submit me the movie. Actually, I need to close this out. So there's one other thing. Why does it not have, where's the little X to get rid of you? There it is. Okay. Don't save. I'm just going to open up. So there was a problem with it. It wasn't lip syncing correctly, and I wasn't entirely sure what it was. But now I see where the issue was. So you remember how we did a thing where I would right click and I'd go copy pose? Well, part of the pose is the head. And so if you look, you'll see that when I have the head selected, see how it says first frame? It says, I don't know why that says 25. First frame should be 1 here. Okay, so that way, because notice that it didn't even start correctly, right? Because if that's 25, that's not the right pose. So I want it to be the first frame to be 1. So meaning it's going to start at the first frame of the head. This is inside the head, right? Now if I go to here, you'll see that this one says 16, and it is frame 16. That's correct. Go here. And you see it says 25, it's frame 25, that's all good. This one will say 50, and 50 is good. But then when we get to here, you'll see that it says 1. And that is not what it should be. It should be 57. So I just got to type in 57. So it knows that it's the frame picker is what it's basically doing, and then it's continuing on. And so in a weird way, it was kind of resetting each time. So this one, come on, grab the head, just the head. There we go. So this one you can see is 34 because you must have copied 34 to this, and it should actually be 90. All right, and then here, that should be 100. 100. Now, if we go to test this, I don't know if it'll play real time because it's kind of slow, but let's see. Yeah, it's not playing real good. So I'm going to do Control Enter, or you go Control Test Movie.
If I were a rubber chicken, where would I hide out?
Okay.
Let's see. If I were a rubber chicken, where would I hide out?
And voila, there you go. Okay, so that's it. So you can fix it just doing that. It was bothering me. Anyway, good luck. Go team.